Half of all U.S. voters will own Bitcoin by the end of the year. Next on your
4-Minute Bitcoin.
Today's show is from a post by the Daily Hodl staff and brought to you by Swan Bitcoin. MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor believes that Bitcoin ownership among U.S. citizens, that is about to skyrocket to new heights over the next 8 months. In a Bitcoin versus gold debate with mining magnate Frank Glustra, Saylor says that over 50% of voters in the United States will own Bitcoin before the end of 2021. And he stated there's 2 to 3 million people a week that are buying into Bitcoin around the world, and that Coinbase, all by itself, added 1 million a week in the first quarter just to their platform. Now, Bitcoin is the most popular investment asset in the history of the world, and it's spreading like wildfire. The MicroStrategy CEO stated that the US dollar is going to be the big winner from the spread of Bitcoin. 5 billion people are going to have a mobile wallet on their phone, and they're going to have a currency layer running on Lightning rails or running on a compliant payment rail. Now, the big losers, they're going to be the bottom 50 countries. They're going to lose their currency privileges. All of the collapsing economies in Africa, South America, and Asia, they won't keep their currencies. Saylor continued by saying Bitcoin is critical to United States technology supremacy and the United States dollar supremacy. He also foresees the U.S. government embracing Bitcoin as long as it's held in regulated institutions, stating that he does not think the government's going to fight it. And he thinks the government's going to embrace it as long as the assets sit in regulated banks and custodians, saying they won't have a problem with insurance companies and investors investing in Bitcoin. So, what do you think of Michael Saylor's thoughts and comments? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And this episode, it's brought to you by Swan Bitcoin. Now, Swan Bitcoin allows you to buy Bitcoin with dollar cost averaging. And most people believe that's the best way to buy Bitcoin. And you can buy as little as $10 worth of Bitcoin at a time. I'm an advisor to Swan and even own a small piece of the company, so you know that I'm going to love what they're doing. Now, if you use the link swanbitcoin.com/Gary, you can receive $10 worth of Bitcoin free. So take a look today at swanbitcoin.com/Gary and see what I'm talking about. Thanks for joining me on another episode of the 4-Minute Bitcoin Show. I'm Gary Leland, the Bitcoin Boomer. Have a good one.
This is a BitBlockBoom.com production.